My name is Hilda Edmundson, born and bred in Sunderland, lived here all my life. I'm 78. My father was in the forces and my mother didn't want us to go to a strange place. She didn't know where he was, she didn't know where we would be, so we all stayed together. Night after night after night, and then you'd get to bed and the siren would go and you just automatically get up and get dressed, toddle along to the shelter. We had a brick shelter, and lie there and just wait for the noise to start. And you just accepted it, you didn't like it. You'd hear aeroplanes and they were having dog fights up in the sky on the way to school, you know, machine gunning each other. We didn't realise the danger. We just thought it was a bit of an adventure. But it was part of our life, and you just put up with it. I mean, streets of houses were bombed, and we just took people in. I mean, we had a big, what we called a front room, and there was one like there were 10 people in there with bird cages. There was goldfish bowls. You know, they brought their pets, and you just everybody pulled together. But I mean, the noise was horrendous. I mean, there were times you felt the whole of the earth moved. I mean, when a plane came down in Tatum Street, where we lived in the Hendon area, and the area was just devastated. It was dreadful. Landmines. And our school was bombed. We thought that was great. We couldn't go to school. We went after the all clear went and to see this big crater, and while we were going up to see the damage, the air raid siren went again. So I had to run all the way back home and take shelter again. So we couldn't go back to school after that. The school wasn't there, and we were sent out to various different parts of I mean, I was sent to Bede Tower. Some of the girls were sent to the synagogue in Ryhope Road, and that was where I took my 11 plus in the synagogue, and I passed. Well, we have had the best of times, because when the war finished, I mean, there wasn't a lot of money around. There wasn't a lot of choice of shopping. I mean, we still had clothing coupons. You couldn't go out and buy a dress. You had to wait and find maybe a piece of material, find somebody that could make it, or make it for yourself. But after the war, there was a lot of developments, and it was quite an exciting time, you know, for teenagers. Things were improving. This river was like the M1. There was ships, there was tugs, there was fishing boats, and when there was a launch, we all knew about it, and everybody turned out. Seeing a ship launch is quite emotional. I mean, there's a lot of history in Sunderland. Unfortunately, a lot of it's been lost.